All right, what it do, everybody? It's your boy LOG from Where There's Smoke. Just kind of a chill Saturday stream. I kind of wanted to go over the shit that's hot right now in the news and the shit everyone's talking about. Give my take. See if anyone wants to tap in and give their take and chop it up with me. Uh, I have some stuff on the Travis Hunter thing pulled up. I really don't have anything on the Hawk Tua thing. I was just kind of give my opinion, and then I have a few other videos pulled up. But I kind of want to take it slow and maybe do a little research the first 5 or 10 minutes, see if there's anything that's like a hot topic that I haven't caught on to yet or seen. Kind of take it slow with y'all. Maybe let someone filter into the stream and then kind of get going. So let me see. Let me pull this up for y'all. Let's see. Should be it. There we go. Uh, let's see. Let's hit up Google Trends. I don't know if anyone really knows about that, but if you don't, it's a useful tool. Just kind of check out what's hopping off. Um, oh yeah, there's some college football today. I would assume I'm so behind. Oh yeah, Texas plays Clemson today at 3. I'm sure I got a bunch of homies that are gonna be fucking with that game. Oh, there's a game right now. Okay, and then Tennessee and Ohio State at 7. Clemson and Texas at 3. Okay, bet. Let me give me a second to check the sound and audio real quick, and then we'll keep doing the research, and then I'll hop into the main topics. Y'all give me about 30 seconds.
It's that Centex boys, and we're out here, and we got something to say. Man, what the fuck is going on with the world nowadays? People going crazy over little things. Another day. Another day I gotta go ahead and do something I wanna do. Ain't no one wanna do it for me. This world can be so lonely. To the top, looking back at all the lives that were lost on the way. Another day, just to pray, forget the pain. What the fuck is up with the world nowadays? People going crazy over little things. Is it even Sunday? Jesus saves. Thank God I'm blessed to see another day, another day. Gotta go ahead and do something I wanna do. Ain't no one wanna do it for me. This world can be so lonely. To the top, looking back at all the lives that were lost on the way. Another day, just to pray, forget the pain. What the fuck is up with the world nowadays? People going crazy over little things. Is it even Sunday? Jesus saves. Thank God I'm blessed to see another day. Never know when you're gonna.
All right. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. So anyway, there's some college football games I might check out later. I really don't have much to say on that. I'm super behind on that. Uh, and really, I never was a huge fan of college. I mean, I fuck with it here and there, but I never have been one that like follows the whole thing. But anyway, that's the updates on the games today. There might be some good action and storylines like talk about tomorrow or something. And yeah, the NFL is away from playoffs. I really don't care who plays this weekend. Let's see. Let's just see what's trending right now, real quick. Nothing. Oh, I thought there was. Okay, there's trending now. Ooh, that's a big topic that I guess I could talk about. Oh, I'm muted. I guess that's another big topic I could talk about that's been trending is the Wisconsin school shooting, but I haven't really looked into that or really paid any attention to that. So I'm pretty out of the loop on that, but that is a huge thing that's happened recently, and it was super interesting. Maybe this is something I'll touch on in like a further podcast or a future stream or future podcast. Um, I think this is the first time that at least in recent history, that the shooter was a female, a girl. And I don't know what that's about really, or even what to say about that at this point. But that's the interesting thing that I've heard about that shooting. Right off. Let's see, trending now. Nothing that really catches my eye. Uh, the college football playoff, I think, is the biggest thing that I was kind of sleeping on. That's gonna happen soon. Is there an NFL game today? Let me check that out. Yeah, there is. Is it playoffs for the? No. Why are they having games on Saturday? I guess because it's like Christmas week or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's not really my area of expertise. Um, or at least what I would consider. I'm probably not an expert in anything. Okay. I don't. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy. Um, this thing used to work better. I feel like you could. Huh. Fortnite. That is something I talked a bit about. I'm not sure which stream, but uh, Fortnite really peaked around the beginning of this month. But they came out with the first person shooter, so that was a pretty big thing. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the Travis Hunter and his girlfriend situation. Um, if you're into pop culture and that kind of stuff, you probably heard a couple things about this. But if you're behind, I'm going to get you up to date on it. I think I have most of the pretty prevalent situations that have happened and that everyone's kind of up to date on. Um, and before I get into it, as this Travis Hunter, if you don't know, which I really didn't know till this even hit, which is kind of sad, honestly, but he's a big time player. I believe. Let me don't fuck this up. I know he won the Heisman recently, but I'm pretty sure he plays for Colorado under Deion Sanders. I have all these. Let's see. Okay. Oh, he's a cornerback, dude. What really? Okay, I guess that's not. I don't know why I thought he was the quarterback. Okay. Damn, he won the Heisman as a cornerback? No. Okay, it says he was cornerback and wide receiver. I'm so out of touch with this. I'm sorry. If anyone actually is into the college football and has been following this, get in the comments and let me know. Uh, I mean, I'm sure that's true, but that's crazy that he won the Heisman as a cornerback slash wide receiver. Usually the Heisman is running backs and quarterbacks, and that's it. So I'm impressed. That let me see something real quick. Let's see, I just kind of want like a basic rundown. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, stand out on both sides. There have been guys who have played both sides, but honestly, not many have done it full time, not at this level. So he's one of the best cornerbacks, and he's 1,000 yard receiver. Wow, that's badass. Okay, so yeah, if you, I at least know football enough. I watched it growing up and stuff, and was a fan. Just not as into it now. But it's always running backs and quarterbacks that win the Heisman. like 99% of the time, and for him to play both sides of the ball is fucking impressive and badass. So that's crazy. Okay, so cool. He's a badass player. All right, but what's bringing in the drama is that his girlfriend has hit the news, and everybody's life. If you're famous, your life is even more under the magnifying glass, and like as we've seen with like people that aren't celebrities that become celebrities, you can quickly have a viral moment and boom, your light is under the spot. Your life is under the spotlight, and you become famous, and therefore everyone can have an input on your life, and you'll be scrutinized, and you're open for public viewing. In other words, so that's what happened to this young man. He has a girlfriend. She's done some kind of wild shit, and kind of several events within the past month or so, where people are kind of raising a brow and be like, is she necessarily good for you? And again, is that any of our business? Which we're gonna get into the thick of it here. Uh, Not really. But when you're a celebrity or someone that's being paid millions, and some of that money is to compensate for you being a celebrity and being in the limelight, you're open to ridicule. You open yourself up to that, and people are not gonna feel sorry um, about giving their people gossip and talk shit and give opinions about people in their day to day life. You think they're not gonna do it to you when you're a fucking celebrity? So, and people don't feel as bad about it because you are a celebrity. You have put yourself out there. So anyway, that's gonna be kind of the other than me just covering it, that's gonna be the discussion of should he be okay with people discussing it? And I think yes. Maybe someone has a different view on that and has some pushback, but that's gonna kind of be the angle that we're examining this with. And also, of course, because he's in the situation, he's seeing it from his point of view and not from like a third person or like an outside point of view. But this is old as dirt, so it's not like new with him, but like everyone's seen the scenario of like a relationship where one party is not, bad boy, not good for the girl, or bad girl that's a hoe or whatever, not good for like the guy. We've all seen it, whether it's friend of a friend, family, blah 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 blah. Everyone's seen it. It's not, whatever. We all know everyone dates, so everyone's seen this or had it happen to them or whatever. So I feel like everyone in society is seeing this thing and they're like, "Oh no, like this is not a good situation." And everyone's like kind of trying to warn him in their own way, and he's not as receptive to it, which we've probably all seen that too. But anyway, kind of laid out the situation, kind of the angles we want to take, and you know, I feel like I have to say that like the red pill was what it was. It did its thing. It might have came on strong and been a little too strong for some people, and now it's kind of just leveled out. But there was a need for the red pill. There was a good lesson there, and if guys like this at least had some of that knowledge, maybe they still would still make the same mistakes because sometimes you just have to learn that hard lesson yourself. But that was the whole thing of the red pill, and also of some of these guys that have come out like Bow Wow and others that have, and even non-celebrities that have given their opinion. They're trying to, some of them are trying to get clout, but some of them are trying to warn this guy, this is not going to work out well. We've seen it with family, friends, friend of a friend, with ourselves. We've seen this before. We don't want, because this guy seems like a good guy, I think is what a lot of fans feel like. He's a badass player. So no one, I think the thing is with a lot of people, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people that are his fans especially, don't want to see him go through heartbreak. They may have even seen it with other, not that they care as much, but they might even seen it with other celebrities, and they're like, we don't want to see one of our favorite celebs go through this heartbreak and torture, and then it's going to affect, everyone's selfish now, it's going to affect the product we get from Travis if he goes through that heartbreak. So anyway, said all I had to say about that. Got through the intro, I guess, gave my perspective, did a lot of talking. Now let's get into some of the videos, some of the instances that have, incidents or whatever that everyone's talking about, and kind of what's raising the brow of people about his girlfriend. And again, I never even knew who this guy was till this. So, that kind of goes with the nature of what I cover. But it's like he's almost getting publicity in this way for the wrong reason. Anyway, let's get into it. I've babbled enough.
We texted for like
a long ass
long time. Like another 2 months, and then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like,
Let me start that over. This is her. I think I could be wrong, but I think this is one of the first things that caught people's attention and had them saying like, okay, like this girl is maybe not the one for you type of thing, or maybe she's not good for you. So start from the top.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him.
Who wants to hear that? Like, I don't know. I guess in another video he did say that they had been together for 5 years. And I think this video is only like a couple months old. So at this point, they probably still been together some years. But no guy wants to hear a girl say that when they're saying it to the world. There might be a way for that to be said where it doesn't hurt you and it's you have a better level of understanding. But for you to just say that, and then when you're broadcasting to the world, whatever platform they were on, but obviously they're recording it and probably going live, I would assume at the time. No one wants to hear this like broadcasted to the world. Like, he wasn't my type. It's like, because every guy knows what that's like when you go to holler at a girl, shoot your shot, so to speak, in modern terms, and they don't respond, or if it's in person and they're not your type. Like, no one wants to fucking, if you think she's your type, you don't want to hear that you're not her type. Like, of course, if it's some girl that is like not if you're athletic dude and she's gothic chick, and you just like, whatever, I'll just like, I don't even know what the situation would be, but you're like, I'll just shoot my shot, even it's like a half-hearted shot, and then they turn it down like, whatever, it's not my type anyway. When she's your type and you want it to work, and it's like, damn, this is a baddie, like, and then they're like, oh, he's not my type. That, for a guy, that's like, nobody wants to hear that, especially once you're with the chick years later. Oh, you weren't my type at the time. I left you unread for 2 months. It's like, what did you think of me in the beginning? Like, and do you still think some of that now? Like, as a guy, you want the woman to be like excited to see you, and I think both parties want that. But if that's not the case, then you're kind of feeling like, am I having to like convince you to like me, or like, that's not good. So anyway, this is the first little thing. Let me start it over and play it through so y'all can hear it without me babbling.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then
I wonder how famous like he already was at that point too. It's like, bro.
Finally, I answered him, but I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like, we could be friends. And then
the way she's talking, like, not seriously, like real ghetto, and like, that's a red flag to me. I didn't want to be friends or nothing. Just, it's like, and that her saying that she just wanted to be friends. It's like, come on, bro. No guy wants to hear that either, or wants to be felt that way about.
After I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
a long
time, like another 2 months, and then he was friend zoned because I didn't like.
He was friend zoned.
He was like, "Am I friend zoned?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him.
She was not into him. Bro, look at the sad. He's like a sad little puppy right now, just having to take all this fucking to the world. She's saying this. He wasn't my type. He was friend zoned. I left him in the inbox for 2 months. Then we messaged for like 2 more months. It's like all this stuff that just makes him seem like a bitch. Like, when this happened, this seems he's having to just take it and seem like it's cute. But when this happens to you as a guy, you know that that's fucked.
And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Yeah, we was in love.
We was in love? No, you knew that you could fucking manipulate and do whatever you wanted. Look at this. Cringe, brother. And then he's just like forced to laugh the awkwardness out of his, and shame and humiliation out of his soul.
Ever since then, like, we hung out.
Ever since you ghosted me and then made me talk to you for 2 months, and then I just got a lucky chance. Ever since then, we've been in love. Love. I'm sure that's what love looks like to every dude that envisions it. Every dude that wants to get a girl, that's exactly what it looks like with you getting your girl.
Literally
next
first.
weekend.
Yeah.
No, that was during the week.
We
and
went
I
to
was still in
Top
high
Golf.
school,
That was our
too.
first day, Top Golf.
Yeah,
And then our second.
I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And I had school the next day.
The next day. Because we went on a Sunday, facts.
No.
For
Anyway, that was terrible. Matching outfits. Never do matching outfits, guys. Jeez. That's why the red pill is so important. Like I said, it went a little little OD, but bro, you gotta know and just reinforce the things you're already thinking as a man, like what you gotta stand on and have someone that respects you. Because this is okay, you could say, oh, they're just cute and they're just all the fucking deflection bullshit that women and feminist men will try to say about how this is fine. But as we can see, these are just small indicators why it's not fine, and we're gonna follow up on that with the following evidence and videos. This one's a beaut. Speaking of that, I'm just gonna play it.
And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila
That means that you're a certified 304.
like in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink, and I used to party and stuff. And he
Oh Lord, don't let them Latinas get on that fucking drink.
would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home. Like he never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or you can't hang out with your
So just because he is doing stuff that's better, he didn't try to influence you in a better way like a leader would do. But I know girls like you, even if he tried, you would have not been receptive to it. That's why he knew he couldn't do it. Men, get away from women like this. That when you have positive things going on, you cannot, they don't drift towards your positivity. You just kind of have to like hold ground, and then eventually you're going to drift. Somebody's going to be aligning with one or the other. And if they're not aligning, if you have good qualities and they're not aligning to those, get away. I'm not saying they have to change everything they do and everything about them, but if you don't drink and like, I'm just going to keep drinking and partying, and he's like cool with that. It's like, why would he be? That's just going to get him in trouble. Like, nothing about going out and drinking and partying is cool. Like, especially when you're doing it alone. We know what happens when people drink around the opposite sex and they're not with their partner. Things that's just a recipe for disaster. Like, you're gonna do something that's gonna lower your just your standards and all that kind of stuff, and you're more likely to make a mistake. And what kind of guy wants to drive to a party and sit the fuck in his car for 2 or 3 hours or however long while his chick is inside doing Lord knows what? Dude, no, like what? The fact that he did this is like sad. Sad. If he wanted to do it, I can't even imagine that. Or he just like swallowed it and did that. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. You're sitting outside the parking lot sober while your chick is inside getting hammered, and like, it would be impossible for me to think that she didn't flirt with dudes while she was in there. If that's as far as it went, she at least did that. How disrespectful is that? You're at you're partying while your dude's sitting outside in the parking lot, and you're okay with that? You should, like, bro, you're treating him like a dog.
I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila like in my veins. So I drink.
I have like tequila in my veins. Look at her. This girl. She's like Kendrick Lamar. What did he say in that one song? Something, and I'm loving it. I mean, she is loving her villain era right now.
I don't drink a lot, but I drink, and I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home. Like,
gross. That's gross, bro. All right, that's Exhibit B. Here's Exhibit C, where Travis is at this has multiple clips, but I just kind of want the one where he's at an Adidas event. He's at an Adidas event, you know, supposed to be taking photos with fans and just doing his thing, promo event type shit. And the girl's there sitting on a couch, and she gives him this little, I'm tired of being here type thing. Like, why do I have to just sit here? Oh, but it was okay. And I just now thought of this. It's okay when Travis has to sit in his car for multiple hours while you're at a party getting wasted, but you can't sit there for a few hours while he's doing legitimate work to make money and be a legitimate businessman. You're so much of a hoe. It's okay for him to be pussy whipped and just sit in the car like a little dog, but you can't sit there and support your man doing legitimate business. Then go the fuck home. And the fact that he has to deal with this shit is just fucking crazy. Let's watch.
I'll just say you're there where
He just said you can go to the hotel, you can go walk around. I get it, because I've been at shit like this where you don't want to be there and there's like a lot of people and you're just like feeling like not claustrophobic, but just like, all right, I've been here. I'm not doing anything here. It's just kind of annoying. Like, I get it, but she can leave. She, like, the fact that she has to make this a problem, she could say, hey, I'm just kind of bored of being here. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to go watch a movie. Anything. My girlfriend's in town. I'm going to go meet up with her for lunch and drinks. Anything. I'm going to get out and go see the city. Anything is better than this. Like, you're just going to be a burden on your man? Like, and like I just said, he was willing to do, I mean, he was willing to sit by and not be a burden for you on something much worse and low level that's not really doing anything positive, but you won't do the same when it's something good for him. Crazy. And I feel like he's, like, it's affecting his mood and feeling. His fans are not getting the best out of it, and everyone else is just kind of like the happiness and the energy of the event's getting lowered because of her right now. Like, he barely even was able to say what's up to that fan, and I'm sure that's something that overall he seems like a good guy and like a happy, upbeat individual, that he would like be a little disappointed that he didn't get to really give that fan the best interaction. He like had to dap him up and move him to the side so he could continue this like borderline argument or disagreement with his girl. It's like, bitch, just shut the fuck up and get out of here. You're ruining the interactions with fans. Look. Right here. This kid right here with the black jacket. When they go to like shake hands, he shakes hands and moves him to the side so he can continue like this fucking. Dap up, move him to the side. Anyway, this is just her being a pain in the ass once again.
Where's that coming from?
Not being supportive, not making things easier, not, hey, which I'm sure he has people on his team to do this, but like, not, hey, you've been with fans for 30 minutes or an hour. You want me to go get you something to drink? You haven't been able to leave. You want me to go get you a little snack? Is there anything I can do to help you? Instead, she's like, me. I'm tired of being here. Yeah, why do we have to be here? And like bitching at him. Even, like I said, even if you get to that point, which I understand, I've been there, just tell him respectfully, like, hey, I'm burnt out here. I'm gonna hit the town. I'm gonna walk around for 30 minutes. Whatever. Anything but like being negative. And if it was this one thing, again, if it was any of these one things, we might all be able to say, who cares? It's not our business, right? They're celebrities. She had a bad day. But it's like saying you're not his type, and like saying you ghosted him and made him wait and all this stuff. Then saying you made him wait outside for the parties, which is a huge red flag. Now this, and all this happens. Maybe the not my type thing happened a while back, but most of this other stuff has happened within the past like month or two. So let's go to Exhibit C. This is at a recent game where they won. They were all feeling it. You know, Deion Sanders, his son, and Travis Hunter, they were all, I mean, you know, hyped after a win. And his girl comes on the field after the thing to like, just, you know, say what's after the game or whatever. And instead of like hugging and kissing him and being, oh, good win, like, I'm happy to see you, blah, 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 blah. She's like all mad. I'm like, what happened over there? I saw you like doing something I didn't like. Like, it's always like she has to like be telling him he's doing something she didn't like. Oh, I didn't like this. Oh, I didn't like this. It's like everything negative. Where's the positivity? Especially in public. If you're going to have these little disputes or fights, have them in private and settle in private. But when you're, as I was saying a little earlier, when you put yourself out here in the limelight, you're a celebrity, etc., you're getting compensated for this. Handle your business behind the scenes. So, is everyone going to have fights and disputes? Yes. But you have to be grown enough to handle it behind the scenes. And the fact that she's not doing that, and the fact that it's so frequent, is like, you're just kind of negative for him, is what I'm seeing.
Ooh, done. She hot, though. I don't know what Travis done, but his girl is not feeling
Look
it.
at this. Look how mad she is.
She ain't giving that nigga no love. You try to kiss her and everything. Like, man, what? What are you talking about? What you mean?
See, he's always having, and then he's having to try to like point and explain something away. Like, oh, don't be mad. It was just like, if you're having to always do that with your girl, leave. Fuck that. You don't need to always have to be accountable. I mean, there's situations that pop up and everything. But if every other day or every week you're having to like calm your girl down from being mad at you about some dumbass shit, get the fuck out of there. She doesn't respect you. Fuck that. And you can tell that's what's going on. Look at him.
What you mean? What's
This man is fucking miserable.
going on? I don't know what that fool done. She hot, though. I don't know what Travis done, but his girl is not feeling it. She ain't giving that nigga no love. You try to kiss her and everything. Like, man, what? What are you talking about? What you mean?
Yeah, she's just a bitch. So after, let's see, do I have one more? I think these next two videos are them reacting to the backlash because everyone on social media was on her ass, pointing all this stuff out, blah blah blah. So this was a response from Travis about what everyone was saying.
You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find some had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me.
This is where he says he's been with his girl for 5 years. So I guess it's like, you know what you're dealing with, but holy, I know you're not happy. You can lie all you want. I've been there, brother.
Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, if something bad gonna happen to y'all, y'all keep.
What's gonna happen? This video, when I saw it the first time, actually pissed me off a little bit. It's like, what are you gonna do? Fuck you. You got a girl in your neck, and everyone's trying to help you, and some people are trying to call you out, but still to help you, and you're gonna try to get defensive and defend her, like, oh, y'all don't know what we got. And listen to what he's also gonna say.
Keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing. Y'all better stop. All the clickbaiting pages. Yeah, when we was sitting down and I was at my papa shop, we was talking
I'll clickbait it up all I want, bitch.
about my family. What was they gonna do while I was in there signing stuff? I had all my family there.
I don't give a fuck what you're gonna do.
And that's why she did. That's why she said she's gonna stay there so they can get stuff. That's why she said she's gonna sit there so
Yeah, she said it real nice and calm and fucking friendly too.
she can get so they can get stuff, have fun there. She wanted to go back they wanted to go back. Some of them want to go back to the hotel, some of them didn't. Y'all trying to make everything
Yeah, why can't she just tell you nicely though? Why does everything with her have to be combative and a problem? Everything about her screams 304 hoe that wants to be in charge of you.
y'all want everything for clicks. Like, stop that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I want everything for clicks. I want all the goddamn clicks, bitch. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Like, y'all hate on me and then y'all go and hate on my girl. Like,
Yeah, we're hating. Hate. And what the fuck are you gonna do about it, pussy? You're getting rode on by a fucking female. I'll clickbait it up all the fuck I want. Bitch.
bro, I feel the same pain that she feel. We're inseparable, bro. We with each
She's a hoe.
other. Like, she hurting.
That's why you're feeling all this pain, because she's a dumb hoe and everyone hates that and they're riding on her. And yeah, you're feeling the pain.
Of course I'm gonna be hurting. If I'm hurting, of course she gonna be hurting.
No, she doesn't hurt for your hurt. You're a dumbass.
Like, y'all, come on, bro. That John hurt, bro. But then again, I'm talking to people that in life. Go ahead, bro. I don't care. I'll rather all y'all leave right now and go send a text message. So when she wake up in the morning, she get on her phone. Nothing but positivity. Nothing.
What kind of person wakes up and needs a bunch of random messages from other people to get their day going good? If that's you, you're fucked. You are fucked. None of those people know you or care about you, really. It's all fake. So she's all fucked up right now, too. That's why he's mad and pissed off. She's all fucked up because all these complete strangers on social media are talking shit about their relationship. Tune it out then. If y'all are so tight and so close and everything is so fucking good, just log out of social media for a week or two. It's the fucking holidays anyway. Just log off. But you can't because you're a sick, twisted, dumbass bitch. You're dumb as fuck for caping for her. You should get the fuck away from this chick as fast as you can. And for him to get mad at the people. Oh, turn on all your fans and supporters of people that are trying to help you and warn you, or people that really just are fans. Turn on everybody like that. That's what I would do. Oh, you don't know her, guys. She's showing herself to the world to be the 304 that she is, and you just won't fucking accept it.
But, you know.
Don't come at news fucking outlets or people like me who are trying to just get their channel on talking about the news. Oh, don't talk about us. Why, bitch? Fuck you. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want. Guess what? I ain't got nothing to fucking lose like you do. It's all about the truth. So at the end of the day, it's not about me riding on this guy. I want him to know the truth and everything, like blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you're going to come at me that, or like media that way, or just people that are telling the truth. Oh, don't fucking say that. Fuck you. What are you going to do, pussy? That's just my little charged up fucking rant for this video.
Energy. Yeah.
Don't you think that with the way everyone wants to not get canceled and everyone wants to be like a dick rider these days, if you had a good girl, everyone would just be sucking her up and saying all the good things about her. People want to fucking dick ride and be fans of people. It's like she's giving out the energy she's putting out is what she's getting back. Low level, 304, bum bitch, and that's the energy she's getting back. Not good.
She's still sleeping. She slumped. You know, you hurt, but you just cry yourself to sleep and you just be gone. Like,
why? Nothing happened between y'all, right? Just a bunch of people on the internet. Why is she heartbroken? Because she's a fucking dumbass.
So she drunk like OD amount tonight for no reason.
She got drunk. OD. Instead of y'all both talking about it like two grown adults and you being like, baby, none of that shit matters. And she just be like, you're right. And then positivity after that. No, instead she just gets drunk and fucking goes to sleep like a dumb hoe. And that's what I was saying earlier. He doesn't have any strong, like he's a good dude, it seems like, but it's like his good qualities are not rubbing off on her because she has the stronger will or whatever it may be, and she's the leader in that relationship. So even the good qualities you have don't rub off and affect her. So it's like, get away from this girl as fast as you can, dude. Run. That's the kind of girl I want. If people say something nasty about her online, instead of her just saying, fuck that, we're good, and us having a good day after that, I want her to just get drunk and wasted and go to bed. That's the kind of chick I think we all want, right? That's the person we want to be the mother of our fucking children. When someone says something dumb about her that she doesn't even know, she's gonna fucking get drunk. This generation is so fucking cooked, dude. Here's Mr. 304 herself. Let's hear what she has to say about all the backlash. This should be lovely.
To be addressing all
She can't even wear a full fucking shirt for this. She's such a hoe.
this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of
You're a dumbass. You are a dumbass.
seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not.
We're just reading what you're giving us, bitch. You're a terrible person.
But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online.
It's so convenient that you need his permission now. You never needed his permission before to say anything online. Why do you need his permission now?
But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason
She left him in the DMs because she didn't fucking respect him. Bottom line. You can put any spin on it you want. That's the bottom fucking line.
Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single.
But you still said he wasn't your type. You said that. Those words came out of your fucking mouth, bitch.
I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece.
You don't do home wrecking, but you're willing to go and party and drink for multiple hours while Travis Hunter, your boyfriend, sits out in the fucking car. That has home wrecker written all over it.
I don't.
There's so much wrong with that.
stand for any of those things. I support women, so
I support women. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, I would never screw over his other girl because I support women. It's like, how gross is that? You don't respect their relationship. That's a lie. Women don't like, dude, that's a whole other podcast. But like this whole thing, I support women. Yeah, when it sounds convenient.
I would never do that to
I feel like that would be so easy to disprove if you did a little more digging.
another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said,
then why did y'all make him message for 2 months just to get the chance to hang out as friends? Because you said he was in the goddamn friend zone. What about that?
He wasn't my type. I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type.
That's a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a lie. And every man that hears that knows that's a lie. I don't have a type. All women have a type. It's 6 foot and ripped. Get real, bitch. And then, like, every woman wants a dude that's as tall as she can get and as in shape as she can get. And once she starts seeing what she can get, she just tones it down from there. But if women can get anything they want, they all want 6 foot ripped. Get real. They just can't all get that. So they get realistic about what they can get. They just subtract from that until they get what they can get. So he's not my type. That's bullshit. Or I don't have a type is bullshit. Stop.
Period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy.
But I bet they all were muscular and taller than you, right?
Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who's a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or
That's just such bullshit.
or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type
This
is
all sounds good, but I'm not buying it. 1 second.
cheaters, but mine isn't.
Wait a minute. What?
So no,
Go back.
he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't.
So if he cheated on her, what changed? After he got rid of her, then now he's all of a sudden he's not a cheater in your eyes. You're so full of shit.
So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being.
He's a guy that you knew is barely attractive enough and has all this his on the upside, so he has the potential to get all this NFL money and blah blah blah. And like, who are you gonna get that's better? There's probably guys she found more attractive, but who could she get to settle down with her potentially that's better money-wise and provisioning-wise? No one. She's just going to ride this train for 5 or 6 years till he gets the bag and leave his ass. I mean, come on, bro. Who thinks they're going to be together when they're 50? Get the fuck real.
And that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day.
You're still together because he hasn't hit that bag yet, bitch.
So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him.
You were acting like a total bitch.
Celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders.
All right, I'm over this video. I heard enough of her. All right, that's all I got on the Travis Hunter situation, I think. If I missed anything, y'all get in the comments and let me know. Y'all go check it out for yourselves. I'm sure if you're up to date on like pop culture and more or less the sort of thing on social media, you've been kind of seeing the news stories as they hit. I might have missed one, but I think I got most of the timeline of her, acting up here, acting up there, video here of her saying stuff. I feel like I got most of it. I think there's a good portion of the internet that finally in 2024 we've seen enough of like just guys getting the raw deal in relationships. And I don't know how the general public really feels about this, but like I said, I think a high enough percentage have seen it enough that we're just like, we're done with this, So, anyway, they were definitely feeling the heat enough from social media where they had to respond, and she was getting drunk and all this like a fucking loser. Uh, y'all let me know what y'all think though. Do y'all think she's not in the wrong and she's a good girl, or do you think Travis should run, 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 and never look back? Which is what I think. Uh, the fact that you couldn't put a full shirt on for this video says a lot to me. um, but y'all let me know what y'all think about any of my points you want to dispute, anything maybe I didn't cover about it, all that kind of jazz. Y'all let me know what y'all think. That was my main story. So the rest of the stuff, I think I'm gonna just kind of cycle through a few more stories. I know I had it in the title, so I guess I'll kind of just go on a little bit about it now. Um, the Hawk Tua thing, I haven't covered that a lot as far as like her putting out a crypto coin, but I think that's been out for like 2 weeks or a month, and it crashed. There was supposed like insider trading, and like a lot of people lost money on that, and were wanting her to like get in trouble for that. So I feel like this is kind of like the crash and burn for her. She came to fame like the middle of this year. Now I feel like this is the downturn. Oh, did I damn, I fucked up on the camera today. Anyway, let me see if I can fix it real quick. There we go. That'll work. Um I feel like this is kind of the end for her. As far as I mean, I'm sure she'll still be around next year in some capacity, but I feel like uh sh I feel I my guess at this point is she's not going to be near as big next year, and she's pretty much done. Um, she has the podcast, but I feel like she doesn't really have that much to say. And this crypto thing was like a big, like if she was just kind of, if she had hit her peak and then just kind of like leveled out and was doing okay, this kind of drove her down a little bit. So, um, I don't know. I feel like I had something else to say, but I feel like she should have just chilled where she was and kind of waited for her next chance to like go up in the algorithm again instead of doing this, because this kind of nosedived her. But it was interesting to watch her rise, and a lot of people fuck with her and like her get a lot of money, get the podcast going, uh, and stuff like that. I just think she should have maybe chilled back a bit and just waited for her next bit of relevancy to like, she could have had one big guest and they had a good podcast together, or like she covers a certain event in a really funny way that no one else does, and boom, she's back. Or getting her eyeballs on her back up, and then she can kind of just get to where she's somewhat of a one of several people that when things happen, we're like, oh, what did she say about it? She could have become one of those people, someone that had interesting takes, or like every so often she got like a pretty big interview, and she may still, but I just think this crypto move was like the wrong move for her, and I would have just been a little more conservative if I was her. Once you garner that much fame and attention, be a little more careful with. That would have been my game plan for her advice. But anyway, if y'all have any opinions or have any thoughts on her kind of crash and burning with the crypto thing, y'all get in the comments and let me know. Let's see. I have a few other random stories. Nothing like actually like the Travis thing. This is all just none of this other stuff is related to anything. It's just kind of all individual stories. But I saw this stuff, so I wanted to cover it. This is one. I saw that there's going to be a social media ban in Florida for minors. And I know it covered probably about a month ago. There was a social media ban in Australia for minors. And a lot of the people in Australia and just other people too were saying this could be um like excuse me, this could be like if they're gonna ban minors off of social media, then okay, the government has to have a way to ID how old you are when you're online. And it's like it's two birds with one stone, and the second bird that they killed was worse, I guess. Like, okay, yeah, they took minors off social media. I think everyone could probably live with that if there was a good way to do it that didn't violate our rights, but that's the problem. In taking minors off social media, to do that, they have to ID everybody online, and that becomes a problem because now the government can monitor. Not that they already weren't, but now officially your name is attached to a government registered thing when you go online. So now they can really track you with much more ease, and it's much easier for them to ban you off of stuff. And you're fucked because your government ID to be online is much like it's just you're tying your online presence with your government ID basically, and it's just making it so much easier for the government to track you online and register you. So I wonder how they're going to accomplish this in Florida without potentially and hopefully uh I feel like I talked to someone and they had a cure, not a cure, but like a fuck. What am I trying to say? They had like an alternative method that would be effective for keeping minors off, but I don't remember what it was. Um, but they were putting the onus on the companies, and I feel like that's good. But I don't remember what their suggestion was. Maybe I'll come back with that on a future episode and talk about it. But okay, how will Florida's social media ban for minors work? Here's a quick rundown of exactly how HB3 plans to prevent minors from accessing social media. Any child under the age of 14 will no longer be able to create or possess an account on social media platform. Okay. Social media platforms will be required to terminate any account they suspect of a child within a 90-day period. Children ages 14 to 15 can create social media account, but will need parental or guardian permission. Social media platforms will be required to use third-party age verification methods on new accounts. Okay. Minors younger than 14 years old or their parent or guardian can request account termination. I wonder what the third party. What does Florida consider a social media platform? Allows users to upload content or view content or the activity of others. 10% or more of daily active users who are younger than 16 or spend an average of 2 hours per day or longer online. What? Huh. Infinite scrolling they view as it. Seamless content. Or use of pages with no visible or apparent end or page breaks. Push notifications sent by an online forum, website, or application to inform user about specific activities or events. So basically, they got it pretty. Displays personal interactive metrics that indicate number of times other users have clicked button to indicate their reaction to content or have shared or posted the content. Okay. So basically like shares, anything that has that. Autoplay video or video that begins to play without the user clicking the video. Live streaming or function that allows user to advertise or broadcast live video content in real time. So that would include YouTube and every other social media and like all streaming sites too. Yeah, I really wish I had one of my friends when I was talking about it would tell me they had a good idea of like how individual platforms would be liable to do it, and they had a good idea of how they could do it that made sense to me, and I don't remember what it was now. Um, I guess what they could do is what YouTube had me do in order to live stream is they had me upload a picture of my ID to YouTube and take a picture of my face. So I guess you already have to have a state ID. The social media sites, each one could, if this is their rule, say, hey, we need to have you take a picture and then have you upload a picture of your ID so that we can verify who you are. That way, it's using the state and your face, blah, blah, blah. And that way, you don't have to combine, because I think that's what scares people. If somebody doesn't like what I say online, it gets into controlling free speech. And then the government can just kick me offline because I said something that's controversial or criticizing them or what have you. I think that's what everyone's, especially in Australia, we're scared about having a government online ID. But I think everyone's for getting minors off social media. Um, I just would like to see, which I think Florida is doing it the right way. They're putting the onus on the individual social media account, sites or apps or what have you, to regulate it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about social media bans and the like, and if you think it's a good thing, or if you're think it's a good thing, but you're wary of like governmental oversight and where it could lead. Or if you don't really think that's part of it and you just think it's a good step. So y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all have heard of this prior, it was going on here in Florida and it was also going on in Australia, but more, they're a lot more, their government's a lot more in control of them over there. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought of that story. Let's see. I don't remember what this video was even about, but I remember I had something I wanted to react to. So let's listen and then I'll give my take.
Sam Ponder getting the axe from ESPN. Robert Griffin III also got the axe. You think politics might have been a factor here?
I think that the political tweets were a piece of the pie. With Ponder, she was certainly making over $1 million a year, and her primary job was hosting Sunday NFL Countdown about 20 days a year. Within a week of her dismissal, there was some thread that started with Herb Street's comments, and then somebody asked, well, how do you determine a male and how do you determine a female? And Ponder, in the replies to this, goes, male is XY, female is XX. Both of them, within the week of it happening, had these tweets that the company wouldn't like, and the NFL Countdown about 20 days a year. Within a week of her dismissal, there was some thread that started with Herb Street's comments, and then somebody asked, well, how do you...
I don't know how Robert the Griffin III ties into this, but I think it's crazy that ESPN is firing someone for saying what we all knew and excuse me, we all knew and have known before this transgender madness got started, that what makes a man and what makes a woman. Come on now. She's stating the obvious and what goes by science, and ESPN fired her for that? It's like we're at a point where we just have to lie to succeed in mainstream. It's like, come on, bro. I think everyone kind of knows how it's going woke, but we got to really question what we support and what we're okay with. All right, next little topic. This is about, this is honestly, they are a little right-wing, and a little, just pro-Republican, right-wing, but they do pretty good and cover a lot of stuff I would like to cover. But anyway, they're covering how Trump had an opinion of people that have anything kind of favorable to say about the Luigi Mangione thing. And let's just go ahead and listen to this. I'm going to play maybe a third of this video, and then I'll give my input.
CEO murder suspect Luigi Mangione.
Shout out to PBD and the what is it called? The PBD podcast, Valuetainment. They do good work over there. They're becoming like almost like a new, basically like Fox News, but not Fox. But it's like they're becoming somewhat of a legitimate news. Like they put out news every day, and I find a lot of the stories I like to talk about through them, and then kind of I look into it. But I really fuck with their style, and it is right wing, but I like a lot of the stories they cover. So anyway, here we go.
Indicted in New York. Rob, do you have that clip to show?
Yes.
He's indicted in New York. President Trump finally comments on it, and he says a few things. While that's taking place, you got a stunning poll comes out that finds more younger Americans think that CEO assassination was acceptable than those who don't, which is absolutely insane to think about. This poll, a poll by Emerson College revealed that 41% of Americans ages 18 to 29 viewed assassination of United Healthcare CEO as either somewhat or completely acceptable, while 33% deemed it completely unacceptable. I mean, to think about, that's what they're saying. This was something.
Say the numbers again.
As either somewhat or completely acceptable. While that 41% of Americans ages 18 to 29 viewed assassination.
So from 18 to 29, 41%.
Assassination of United Healthcare CEO as either somewhat or completely acceptable.
So 40% of basically 18 to 29 found the assassination, 41% found the assassination acceptable or
full.
What did
While
say?
41% of Americans ages 18 to 29 viewed assassination of United Healthcare CEO as either somewhat or completely acceptable.
Yeah.
While 33% deemed it completely unacceptable. I mean, to think about, that's what they're saying. This was something that happened. Then on top of that, there's 2 documentaries that may be able to get done on him, which, by the way, I understand a documentary on him. Hollywood should do that. We should learn more. And then there's also a defense fund that just surpassed $100,000 as of a couple days ago. I don't even know where it's at right now. Rob, if you can play a couple of these clips that you have, that'd be great.
We are here to announce that Luigi Mangione, the defendant, is charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree and 2 counts of murder in the second degree, including 1 count of murder in the second degree as an act of terrorism for the brazen, targeted, and premeditated shooting of Brian Thompson, who, as you know, was the CEO of United Healthcare. This was a frightening, well-planned, targeted murder that was intended to cause shock and attention and intimidation. It occurred in one of the most bustling,
and I would say it worked,
parts of our city, threatening the safety of local residents and tourists alike, commuters and business people just starting out on their day. The maximum penalty possible for murder in the first degree and murder in the second degree as an act of terrorism is life without parole. The maximum penalty for murder in the second degree is 25 years to life. There are additional counts as well. A number of criminal possession of weapon charges.
We can skip this part here, Rob. If you can go to what the president said, go right ahead.
Healthcare shooting, the shooting of the CEO. In New York. Can you give us your thoughts about that? And what do you make of the reaction around the suspected shooter? Does that tell you anything about how people
I think
about
it's a terrible thing. I think it's really terrible that some people seem to admire him, like him. And I was.
Here's what I'll say. I don't think it's the most terrible thing because guess what? Everybody fucking dies. Everybody dies. Okay? This guy was making millions to do what? That's what sits wrong with so many people. There's so many people that are living without and fucking suffering. And a lot of this guy directly affects or indirectly affects a large, okay, how would I put it? He indirectly affects a lot of people's ability to get health care. That's what I'll say. So he's becoming rich, and then he's going to deny a bunch of people. And I think at this point in America, we're starting to reevaluate because so much social media and everything's so intertwined and we see everything so out in the open, a lot more than we used to at least. We're starting to say, okay, wait, why does this guy make 10 million? Why does this guy make 50 million? Why does this guy make X? We're all broke as a joke. And there's tons of corruption that we're seeing where these people are morally corrupt. And then they also are making like tons of money. And like, I think many people have probably pointed out, this CEO guy is going to get replaced. That company is going to go on. He's not just like, they're not just going to shut down because he's gone. So it's like, he's replaceable. Life goes on. Guess what? When people die, life goes on. Everyone's going to die. So they're trying to make us feel real bad about this and say, oh, if you think this is good or you think this wasn't the worst thing ever, shame on you. You're terrible. It's like, what about the fact that this guy's just becoming a millionaire while all these other people suffer? And then here we have another millionaire, Trump, who's going to tell us, all you brokies down there who kind of thought this was okay, shame on y'all. Y'all stay down. It's like, I don't think the people that resonate with this, they resonate with it because that guy was so grossly rich and not do anything to really help the people in our eyes. So you think we want someone else who we might also see that way? And I do see that way. Grossly rich, doesn't really help the people, mostly only cares about himself, puppet of the system. Like, just another guy in the similar boat as the guy who just died, being like, y'all need to, it's a shame y'all think that. Y'all shouldn't think that way. Yeah, because that would lead to the kind of thing that would lead to you being dead. Like, I think everyone in America is starting to finally question, why are you rich? Do you deserve it? Especially when you're that rich and you have one of these high positions where what have you really done? Do we really even need you? And then Trump, someone similar like that. And of course, everyone that's big part of the system and has all this stuff to lose and all this money, be like, oh, y'all, it's bad for y'all to think that way. Well, of course you're going to say that. Of course. Even Patrick Bet-David's tone, because he was a big realist. I mean, he was a big insurance guy. That's how he made his money. People are on him in the comments and saying, you're so against this and you're agreeing with what Trump says because you made all your money off of insurance. You're real rich. I think a lot of people are starting to evaluate, does it make sense for an individual to be mega rich? Does that even have a place in society? Is that good for anybody? And I think we're finally starting to question that as a people, which is good to me. I'm not saying it's good for someone to get killed like that. I'm saying it's good for us to question that maybe it's not good for a select few individuals to have all the wealth and make all the decisions and have all the power. It's not good for them, and it's not good for us. It's not good. I think more and more people are starting to see that, and that is a good thing. Is it unfortunate this guy had to die this way? Yes. Is it the right thing to do? No. This guy was going to die, though, okay? 30 or 40 more years. He was going to be dead. He wasn't going to live forever, okay? So, Trump, you're not going to live forever. You probably got 20 more years, and you're going to be dead. So, this whole thing, oh, it's terrible, this guy died. You know, it's sad the way it happened or whatever, but life goes on. I'm sure they have already replaced someone to do that guy's job.
Happy to see that it wasn't specific to this gentleman that was killed. It's just an overall sickness as opposed to a specific sickness. That was a terrible thing. It was cold.
People are starting to wake up to y'all's sickness, and that's what you don't fucking like.
Blooded, just a cold-blooded, horrible.
It's okay when the military murders people in cold blood and they go overseas and fuck down our opponents. It's okay when the military kills, right? But when one of these sickos that's fucking just hoarding all the money and letting people die, whenever one of them potentially dies, oh, then it's a fucking nightmare because he's one of yours. The killing's okay when you put your fucking spin on it. Really, killing is probably never okay. That's probably the real truth. It's not okay to kill. But, oh, it's okay when it's our army to protect the rich over here. But when it's one of the rich over here dying, then the killing's not okay. It's just okay for us to kill people in other countries. They're poor and rich, they can all fucking die. But our rich, we got to protect those people.
Killing and how people can like this guy
like this.
Is that's
how people can fucking like you is amazing to me.
Sickness, actually, that's really very bad. Especially the way it was done. It was so bad, right in the back. And
they didn't have any mercy when they killed fucking Osama bin Laden or Saddam Hussein or any of these fucking terrorists. They don't have any fucking mercy. Oh, it's a shame the way it happened. Why? Why?
Very bad. Very thing like that. You can't believe that some people, and maybe it's fake news. I don't know. It's hard to believe that that can even be thought of. But it seems that there's a certain appetite for him. I don't get it. Yeah.
And don't forget, this is
because you're out of touch. Who thinks that Trump is in touch with the American people? If you think that, you're dumb. Trump doesn't give a fuck about you. He is not in touch with the every average American day person that has to work 8 hours or 10 hours or what the fuck ever and have one job and just be getting by, or put a lot of work into getting that one job so you make good money, or having 2 jobs, or whatever scenario. That every American, we all gotta work hard to get what we get. Even if we have a good job, we've worked hard to put ourselves in that position. It's very seldom that someone just gets a good job and they're just loving it. I'm loving it, like Kendrick said. It's like, dude, no. Every American has to work hard for what they get, except for people like y'all. Y'all may have even worked hard in the beginning, but when's the last time Trump has done something hard? When's the last time this Brian Thompson dude had done something really actually hard and had to take a risk or fucking do something hard, intellectually hard, morally challenging hard to do the right thing? Actually do something physically laboriously hard. Y'all are just chilling with millions and we're sick of it.
Speaking from somebody who was
and we're sick of the people with millions that are telling us what to do, tell us it's a shame when something bad happens to them, when our whole life is bad shit happening to us. Because like for the most part, the rich people seem mostly untouchable. They have security. They have high-rise buildings where they are. They don't have to get out and be in the world every day where shit happens. They keep themselves tucked up usually. So it is crazy that this happened, but it's like, it's hard for me, and I feel like other people that are just average everyday Americans, to feel sorry for someone that's just some rich billionaire living a life of lavish and fucking over some of us, and then he happens to get killed, and they're like, oh, I should feel terrible about this. It's like, well, we don't. I can get run over going to work every day. People die that way, and shit happens. It's like, people die. No one gives a fuck when the average American dies. No one gives a fuck. Or goes to prison, or loses their fucking spouse, or loses a bunch of money from a bad business deal. Nobody gives a fuck. But when it's some mega millionaire that has more money than all of us, we're all supposed to shed a fucking tear. Get real.
Literally shot.
Yeah, exactly.
That wanted to kill him.
This is very
Don't forget Trump. He can weigh in on this more. It's serious with him because he really got shot at. He really got shot in the ear. Don't forget that. Don't forget that little hypnosis.
Close to
tight for him. I don't get it. Yeah.
And don't forget, this is speaking from somebody who was literally shot.
Yeah, exactly.
That wanted to kill him.
This is very
so
dangerous.
this is close to home for
It's a
him.
very dangerous place to go to, guys.
It's dangerous, Pat, and mind you, these are Democrat
The lies are the most dangerous things, brother.
leftists that are using this opportunity to celebrate gun violence. Do you guys understand how hypocritical they are? And they're getting tattoos. Have you seen this? They're getting tattoos of him.
I don't think it's just leftists. I think there's a lot of people that are just tired with the mega rich, like I've been saying, and we're starting to question things. not promoting violence, not saying it's good this guy died. I'm just saying we're starting to question things. We're starting to question what is it good that y'all hoard all this money? Is it good? Blah. I've outlined it, I think, but we're just starting to question that.
The link right here. And look, it's her getting this. She's getting this. And then look at this girl. Watch this. Look at that.
Okay. Well, I'm not. Listen, people will do a lot of weird things nowadays. Tattoos have a different kind of a story and different meaning. But to me, Tony Robbins was here 2 days ago. Yesterday. Yesterday. Was it yesterday or two?
All right, I'm done with these fools. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This is a clip I had that was just a good conversational piece. It's about a 10-minute clip, and I was going to give some dialogue on it, but I might save that for another time. It was just Quentin Tarantino and Joe talking about movies versus TV series and providing some good dialogue that I wanted to play off of and really just get on some nerd shit and talk about media and how we enjoy it and what's better, TV series or movies, and what, I think each one has, oh, my bad. I think each one has its own pluses and minuses, but I kind of want to do a decent bit of commentary on it, even though it's only a 10-minute video. I feel like I can turn it into like a 20-minute video with all my talking. So I'm going to save that for another day. But y'all let me know what y'all thought of the stream. I covered a decent amount of topics, mainly in the beginning, the Travis Hunter thing, and then I kind of followed up with the Haley Welch thing, the ESPN firing thing, and then the Trump and his opinion on like people that are not just dead set against Luigi Mangione. I wouldn't say it has all these diehard cult supporters that think it's good to go around killing people. I think it's, as I outlined several times, but I just want to clarify so no one thinks, oh, so they can't just twist what I'm saying or the message. The message is I think there's a lot of people that are just every good day hardworking Americans that are just getting by, and we're thinking, why does so and so deserve to have this gross amount of money if their input to society does not reflect that? It's one thing if you have revolutionized the way we live and then by the end of your life, you got a cool 10 million and you're chilling. Okay, like if you've changed everyone's fucking lives, I feel like everyone will kind of find a way to be okay with that. But when you're just some no-name that is not really helping people, you haven't revolutionized the way we live, and there's millions, I don't know about millions, there's probably hundreds or thousands of people like this. Movie stars, politicians, CEOs, all these kind of people that are just way so much money. And it's like, does your impact to our society reflect, does your percentage of the contributions of good shit you've done reflect the amount of wealth you have and what we could be doing to fix this country in other ways with that? And I think people are just starting to question that and thinking about that. And as I said, people have family members and friends and people that they care about that die from car crashes and cancers and shootings and all kinds of shit. And even if it's not someone dying, all the time people have business deals that goes wrong, or they crash a car and someone doesn't have insurance and they got to pay for it, or they got to have, like, there's all kinds of things, nightmare scenarios, even related to this guy. There are people that have to have surgery or major healthcare things and the insurance doesn't pay for it. Then they got to pay thousands. There's all kinds of unfortunate things, whether it be death or money problems or even other things where someone relationship goes awry. Someone, that would be death if someone loses someone they love. But like, there's all kinds of serious things that go on in life. They expect us to feel super sorry for this one guy. And that's just kind of like not realistic, I think. So people that go through shit all the time, everyday people, it's like we deal with struggle too, and we're all broke. So where does that leave us? And I feel like people are finally just starting to all kind of feel that on a more unified thing. And of course, the media is going to try to twist it like they're sickos or y'all supporting the killer or blah, whatever. But I think that's also something we're catching on to, the media's lies. So that's going to wrap up the stream. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about all the topics. As always, if you have anything to say about what I said, you agree or want to push back or provide an alternate point, or if there's something I missed, whether it's a point or take that I missed on something I covered, or if there's a whole new topic that's blowing up right now that I didn't cover, I'm interested on whatever you got to say. Leave a comment, share it if you want to. And more than that, if you appreciate the content, like the channel, and fuck with what I'm doing, tell somebody about it, because word of mouth is still the best way to spread things that you enjoy in your life and you want to share with others. Everyone, it's likes are cool, shares are cool on social media, but like I said, word of mouth is still the best way to relay shit that you like and pass it on to your friends and family and the like. So recommend it to a friend. shoot me a new topic. And if you have any advice or anything like that, I'm always open to it. And I'm going to try to get another live stream y'all pretty soon. But I guess until next time, that's LG from Where There's Smoke. I'm out.